AG2, the new AI platform that's not just changing the game, but is rewriting the rules with features like AI text generator, AI image generator, AI code generator, AI chat box, AI text to speech, and voiceover capabilities. AG2 is our newest app. Revolutionize the hip hop experience with AG2, accessible, effective, and impactful. AG2 is the rhythm of the future, and the future starts now, where AI meets hip hop. Unleash the power, feel the vibe, set the stage on fire. Visit ag2.app. The link is at the top line of the description box, and let the revolution begin. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to all the people from Memphis that's you know, been dropping information and whatnot and saying different things and all that, because they know more than we do.
For sure.
You know what I mean, so Sean Diddy Combs is back in the news, man. His lawsuit has been withdrawn, and him and the liquor company Diageo have ended their relationship. Now, Diddy, as you once known, was one of the main proponents and marketers of Ciroc vodka, followed by DeLeon tequila. Now, Ciroc has probably, in my opinion, been the biggest, vodka, the most popular vodka, I should say. I'm not sure if it was top selling over the last 15 years. Yeah. I mean, Diddy really did his thing to make that company, go through the roof. They have now severed ties, so he no longer has any ownership in DeLeon tequila or Ciroc vodka. Now, a lot of people were saying, or speculating that the reason why he caught all these different cases and whatnot, in particular the Cassie case, is because he tried to sue them for racial inequality when it came to his two liquor brands. So what do you think, man? Diddy no longer the owner of the prize Ciroc vodka and DeLeon tequila?
This is bigger to me than what people may point it out to be, and here's why. I'm trying to look at the numbers of the what Ciroc vodka made. I can't find it right this second.
And real quick, wait, while you doing that, Diddy, he withdrew all allegations about Diageo, and he's voluntarily dismissing his lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny there.
I don't know when this article came, 2024. All right, so it says Diddy's annual 8-figure salary thanks to Ciroc vodka. Diddy's still hip-hop richest man under Dre has signed a dotted line with Apple, and vodka is worth over $700 million. The sum is largely down to his infamous deal with Diageo Ciroc, which brings him an 8-figure monthly salary, and the company is sold a 9-figure payout.
God.
So that's major money.
Yeah.
And then when you start, we often talk about in this industry, gatekeepers and people in play that will definitely dangle your life and your career on the line. And this kind of feels like one of them things. When you come out and start talking about racism, you start talking about inequality, when they pay you that kind of money, they will find ways to shut you the hell up.
Yeah.
And coincidentally enough, a month or two after he started raising these allegations, here come these major allegations against him in the form of sexual misconduct. A very, very kind of layered type of situation to where you can be easily rendered guilty before any information comes out based off of public opinion.
Good point.
So they know if they put some type of allegation around where this man's image is tarnished, whether he's guilty or not, we have him. And when you look at it, Diddy, as much as you may love or hate him, he's never seemed like the type to quit. He's never seemed like the type to fold or surrender. That's why he got where he was. And for him to kind of just back off of this now, it seems like a political play that's going on, and it looks like Ciroc and the higher-ups over there have checkmate. They got him. Now, what will be very telling to me within the next couple months is how many of these allegations sexually involving Diddy start sliding under the rug. If we see less and less about that and more getting back to normal when it comes to Diddy and more normal conversations that come to Diddy, and then we see Diddy start showing his face again, this had more to do with it than we realized. But until then, I'm going to play the wait-and-see approach. But in my opinion, this directly correlates to the allegations that we see right here, and there's more involved than we know.
They squeezed him out at the end of the day. They made him drop to his knees and surrender. That's just what happened in this particular case right here. Because remember, he was so adamant when this first happened. So adamant about taking them down.
Yes.
He was ready. He was like, yo, nah, y'all did this. I'm going full throttle. And when they responded, he came back with another response like, I'm still going full throttle. Next thing you know, boom, these lawsuits come out. Maybe 2 months later, He's voluntarily saying, all right, I'm done.
Done. Quietly, too. Like,
Yeah, I'm done. What?
yeah.
Wow. To me, this shows the hand of Diageo Spirits, in my opinion, who's the parent company, of major brands like Ciroc, DeLeon, and we can go all the way down the list of some of the companies that they own, right? So yeah, that's what this screams to me. I can't deny it. I can't sweep it under the rug. This is exactly what it is. It looks to me as if when he tried to flex his power, because they don't just own, they own mad companies. Where's their portfolio?
Oh my God.
They own a lot of company. They own a lot of stuff that y'all drink right there. They own. I was trying to look at the portfolio. This stupid shit right here don't let me go to it, but I just had it up a second ago. They own a lot of liquors, man.
Let me read this real quick. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead. Nah.
Diego's net worth as of January 12, 2024, that's 4 days ago, is $80.5 billion. Diageo PLC operates in approximately 180 countries and is involved in producing, distilling, brewing, bottling, packaging, as well as distributing spirits, wine, and beer. $80 billion.
So that goes to show you that Diddy was just a speck on a rate. That's power. 80. That's almost $1 trillion. Yeah, bro. And ain't many $1 trillion companies out there. Apple even get there yet? They're close to get. I don't think they hit it yet.
Right.
So that goes to show you, man, that's the definition of the powers that be. That's a powers that be. That somebody has so much money that it can manipulate anything. Judges, courts, whatever. Everybody got a price. Anything could be manipulated. And if you're talking about somebody who has money like that, and forget the conspiracy shit. Oh, this is real talk.
Yeah.
Like you said, Diddy ain't just walking away, quitting shit.
Ever.
Like, he gonna fight. He got to where he was being relentless as he is. Now I know a lot of people say, oh, he stole this and that. He got to where he was. He ain't steal his whole life if he did steal. It was a point in time where he had to work his ass off. And that's the thing, like when people keep saying Illuminati shit, we always got to attribute somebody's success to some like higher power Illuminati. Some people just work their ass off to get there. Yeah. Even the Kevin Hart thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cat Williams was like, oh, but people seen Kevin grind that shit up from the bottom. I seen it. People seen Diddy grind that shit up from the bottom. Yeah. Start when he was in Howard and then being in Atlanta and being a club promoter and, discovering different artists, putting different artists on. Right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, at the end of the day, man, this is, see, that's why sometimes you just got to wait and see and wait. And the first person that brought this up was who? Andrew Wyatt. He was the first person that brought this up before it even got really big. He was like, man, I won't be surprised if this has something to do with Diddy, suing Diageo, which at the time I had no idea that they worth that much money. That's a lot of I never could have guessed that. That's a lot of bread. And with money comes power. Who knows? What if they, I'm not saying this is true. What if they paid the people off like, all right, you want to do this? Here go $10 million. They can write whatever check they want. Here go $20 million. Say Diddy did this. Here go $10 million. Say Diddy did this. Here go this. Say Diddy did this. Who knows? And then who knows if they got any power over some of the media companies, the people that I would like to look into, who owns or who have stocks and shares in the New York Times. Like they're the one who posted the original story. I would like to go that deep. And this is how this type of shit happens. It happens just like that. A major media outlet posts something. Next thing you know, it catches wildfire. As soon as New York Times posted that shit, 10 minutes later, caught wildfire. But go ahead, man.
My bad.
Nah, you good. Nah, rip
it.
You
think about this, right? Money and power on a lower level.
Right.
You see people out here, income tax checks coming around, right? Somebody get $3,000 or $4,000. How powerful they feel when they can pay their electric bill and go grab their family some Jordans and go grab some food at the Cheesecake Factory. It makes you feel good. Now, let's raise that up just a little more. Let's say you're getting tens of thousands of dollars a month. And you can slide into a luxury store that you ain't never been in before. Or go fill up your gas tank without worrying about how much little things that brings power. What the hell do y'all think? And I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to us, everybody. If you got $80 billion, the level of power that you feel like you have, to where you can pretty much buy your way out of anything, literally. You go into court to fight a murder. What's the biggest thing that you need to fight a murder charge? You need resources. You need money because you need the best lawyers and the best people to allocate your case and put you in this relationship to get you up out of that shit. You can literally get away with murder with the right amount of money. So when you talk about shares and stocks and these different media companies and stuff, you getting in this. You talking about something and dropping some gems that people really need to understand. If I got $80 billion and I share stock in this and I have that type of power, I can put a piece of paper, whatever headline I want, slide it to them, write it.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Yep.
Here's the envelope with the money, do what I told you.
Yep.
And I could do that to 10 different people, and then they grab it, and then we as a culture, we so goddamn nosy and love so much drama that we pick it up for free.
Yep.
And take the torch and run with it.
Yeah.
Man, there's something to that, bro. There's something to that. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Diddy. And if you look at our resume, be very clear, we've had a ton of his artists on and a ton of people on speak out against his malpractice when it comes to business. So we're not defending this dude against sexual allegations. But when you talk about, you look at the timeline and how things are laid out when it comes to what he did against this big-ass global conglomerate corporation and who he was trying to fight, and then the allegation that came out behind, don't think it's far-fetched. Start putting it together and start really seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man, and it's real interesting, and it will not surprise me. I'm leaning more toward that being the reason why we see all this shit out to Diddy than Cassie coming to this epiphany that, you know what, it's time for me to now start speaking out.
Right.
Because not to hear one person speak out, and I'm not saying Cassie didn't go through something, right?
Right.
But now all of a sudden, this shit been going on for 12 years, and not one person, not one Gene Deal, not one this, not one that, not one whoever else was around him ever said anything. And you know what else I was thinking, kind of going off topic? You know who would know a lot that ain't said a word?
Who's that?
Farnsworth Bentley. And I'm sorry I don't know his real name. That dude was around him like crazy.
Well, niggas know it's about Farnsworth anyway, so
Exactly.
They knows, yeah. So
why hasn't he ever came out and said anything about Diddy? Anything?
Loyalty. I think it's loyalty. Yeah. Maybe he will, but you know, some people are loyal, man.
And that's good.
Yeah, it's good. I think that's a good trait. Now, if Diddy was doing all this shit, that's another thing.
Right.
You know, but even saying something positive about it, like, even like, nah, I don't think he did it or whatever.
Just quiet.
He just quiet.
Yeah.
That's to be, you know, yeah. Farnsworth was around, man. He was like his personal assistant, right? Something like that.
Motherfucker was holding his umbrella. What I'm saying is, if you got a dude like that holding your umbrella, he would know more than a security guard or artist you fired 10 years prior to any of these allegations surfacing.
Right. So so that it'd be interesting if he's brought in to speak, talk. That'd be interesting. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on. This Diddy thing kind of died down, but with this, it's I think it opened a lot more eyes. And yeah, so
let's talk about your boy Vlad real quick, man, before we get